listened to a clip of these tom heads when they were brand new, and I thought it sounded good. Recently I was watching Produce Like a Pro, and Warren had Gordon Campbell on. Gordon Campbell is a legend. He's amazing. And he was doing an interview of Gordon at his home studio, Gordon's home studio. Gordon's going through some of the gear selections he's done and some of the decisions he made. But what stood out to me was that he hadn't changed his tom heads in quite some time.
I got here 2014.
So, yeah, 8 years.
Yep. Yeah.
That's great.
I haven't changed the heads on my drums since then.
Right.
And mostly what I change is I'll change the snare out for different songs or use a big fat snare, which changes the tone. But the toms and stuff have pretty much been the same.
And what I thought was a pretty good tom sound for that Steppers Reggae video, it was time to compare the two. So I was going to compare these heads that I have on here now that have been on here since probably 2 years now, maybe a year and a half, 2 years. Never left the studio, to some brand new ones. So let's check out the old ones, and then I'll put the new ones on. We'll check out those. You can support the work I do with Rhythm Notes by subscribing to my newsletter Rhythm Insider at rhythminsider.com, and you'll receive lesson PDFs when videos are uploaded to YouTube. If you want full access to the Rhythm Notes lesson PDF library, go to patreon.com/Rhythm Notes to join. My first thought was that these new heads bring the drums back to life, that the older heads were a little dead, even without dampening, and that the new heads had more attack. And when I put it in the computer, in the DAW, and looked at it, started mixing it a little bit, I realized that the gain or the signal for the rack tom was much stronger with the new heads. That could have been because of the tuning. Now, when it comes to heads and what Gordon Campbell was talking about, Gordon Campbell plays amazingly. Who's going to complain about Gordon Campbell's tom sound? If I had him do tracks for one of my projects, I'm not complaining. He's got a good room in his studio. He's got those awesome Yamaha Phoenix drums. And the way you play the drum is so much in terms of the sound. These controlled sound heads, I've been using them since I was a kid, and they do tend to need to be changed more often than, say, a pinstripe or an Emperor or a coated head. One thing that I didn't really consider would happen was that I'd be inspired by changing the heads and the new sounds to the degree that I would break out more drums and cymbals and kind of expand my setup and have a little fun. And I've been able to do this through the help of Zounds.com. It's a great company, excellent customer service, and they have a lot of the gear that you'll be looking for, some of which might be on the list. So click that list, check out some of the gear that I've been using. I'm going to continue to add to that list, and that gear list will keep on growing. And every time you purchase something through that list, I get a little bit of a cut on that, so it helps support this channel. After having a little bit of fun, I realized I should change the heads on these concert toms, and I wanted to try the Emperor Colortones. So I got some blue. I thought they would, look good, and I was further inspired when those came in. If you like this video and you want to watch more, check out these over here. Please subscribe if you like the channel, and if you want to support Rhythm Notes, you can do so by becoming a patron over at patreon.com/Rhythm Notes.